he's totally converted. He has Apple computers, iPhones, iPads. He got everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm.
He's converted. I'm not doing the computers though. I'm not paying $1,300 for a laptop. I'm not doing this shit.
Nah, I do. I need a new laptop. That's what I might go. Okay, I say that. I need to go buy me one this weekend. I ain't gonna do it.
That's a dope shirt with a true statement on it.
Yeah, you said you was gonna get another one.
I've been talking about that shit since forever.
Ain't trying to pull that trigger.
No, it ain't that I ain't trying. I just got. I got a bunch of other shit that's in front of it. Like I need to go get this bedroom set. I need to go get just some bullshit. Oh, Sharif Abdur-Rahim's son going to Virginia.
Oh,
number 28 in the ESPN 100.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim, one of the most underrated players ever. People did not give him his props.
Oh,
he just kept finding himself on trash ass.
Yeah, he was on Vancouver, on Atlanta,
and he was hard.
It was putting up down there.
Don't worry. I got a summer topic.
Oh,
I got a summer topic.
That already sound fire.
I got a couple. Clips in the bullets in the clip.
That shit already sound fire.
Goddamn Sharif. All his squads are trash. That boy ain't sniffed the playoffs.
You know what's dope is that Miles Simon, he was with Luke, but he fired Luke and kept Miles. Like, we still need you around, player.
You actually did things. But he's great. I mean, you want a point guard coach no matter what.
Man,
I think you want at least a good one.
Who the fuck is listening to Miles Simon on the Lakers roster? Rondo don't listen to nobody. Well,
you see where he at?
Huh?
You see where he at?
Who?
Yeah, but with the summer league kids.
Yeah. I need y'all to know, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna ever see the court.
Ever. Not in America.
You will see all of the G League
Not
time.
in the U.S.
Not in the U.S. You won't.
You will see all of the G League time, but nothing else.
That shit is funny to me.
Frank Vogel. At least we'll be better on defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Frank Vogel caught some strays. That's the sad part about all.
He caught a bunch of strays.
That's the sad part about everything.
He caught a whole clip of strays.
Meanwhile, that motherfucker's one of the best coaches in the East for the last however many years.
Give me some talent.
He just kept running into LeBron like a whole lot of other people.
Yeah, that means nothing.
Then he went to Orlando, and it's like, fuck, I'm in Orlando.
Which sucks because he had some youth. He had some talent, but he ain't had no team, though. He just had a little bit of talent.
You got a bunch of youth. You know what you got? Not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
A bunch of potential.
That goddamn Aaron Gordon got better and better every fucking year, though. I know that.
And he gonna still be. Well, they made the playoffs last year, so never mind.
Yeah, they go. I think they could creep up. It's still gonna take a couple years. They got to put together a bench. I don't know how.
We ready?
Who's the guy on that team?
Aaron Gordon.
No.
Vucevic.
Yeah.
Vucevic nice.
He
as hell.
hard.
Vucevic nice as hell. Aaron Gordon nice. Yeah, man. Damn.
Terrence Ross.
I'm about to say, I for some reason I thought he left, but no, he good.
Terrence Ross.
They talked about him going. They talked about him leaving.
If I was Terrence Ross, I would find myself on a playoff team.
Nah, because
with my shooting ability, tell me somebody couldn't use his services.
Yeah, they could, but guess what? Orlando actually gave him a bunch of money. He was like,
what they throw at him? You remember?
Like 20-something a year.
20 a year. They
market value. It's market value, dog.
It's for Orlando, so you know
they got to keep.
Holy shit.
They got to keep people. Yeah, I wasn't paying Terrence Ross no $23 million.
Nah, but
what's up, Kirby Cal?
He could be a specialist.
D Ghost, what up though? Yeah, D
Ghost.
Terrence Ross athletic than a motherfucker, and he can shoot. He acquired.
What's up, everybody on Facebook Live? It's your boy BG, man.
Yeah, after he had his his debut dunk contest and this and that.
I look at Terrence Ross as a specialist. Like if he were to find himself on, let's say, and I'm just throwing this out there, find himself on, let's say, like a Golden State, like he'd be a dangerous weapon over somewhere like
that. They just
6'7" can shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Who else did they just get? They just got somebody else.
That wouldn't be a bad placeholder for a Clay until he get back. Somebody who can shoot.
That's why they got D'Angelo, but they already know he gonna be.
He knows that's an odd pickup. I mean, I'm not saying
remember we told you it was literally just because you only move you can make, you had to make it through a trade, and you're gonna use him to flip him to somebody else.
Should we doing music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, whenever you're ready, man. Before we get too deep into
hold up. Yeah.
This is another one of my top 10 albums, but I couldn't say it because then you would figure.
Yeah. Daylight.
Well, half hour late. I brought a 6-pack though. Last night for us
in this studio,
MZ Studios.
That last Daylight was hard too.
Yep.
And
that one that came out like 2 years ago, something like that. Shit was hard.
Got my dog Spider on the boards. BG.
Hold up, baby.
Tyler's Finest.
That's right.
B Simp.
That's right.
Straight out of the pores.
You know it.
Newkirk. Joy Road and Evergreen. What's happening?
It is.
What up, though, y'all? Wednesday. Hey, my beautiful sister just chimed in. What's up, baby? My man Xavier Person down there in Florida.
Brandon, what's up, baby? Appreciate you tuning in.
And I thought you were talking to Simp.
What up again?
No.
Right.
New intro.
We're not turning greetings down around it.
No.
Another great hump day, Wednesday. In the wonderful DFW. Like I said, last night here in MZ Studios, we thought it would have been last week, but it's officially going to be the last night for us here. Great run at STEM Studio Complex / Space Studios Complex and whatever other name it's
12
been.
other names.
Yeah, over here off Regal Road.
It's kind of like
35.
a club. You know, when we came here the first time, it was Club This. When we came back this time, it's Club This.
Yeah.
Next
And I
week,
saw some. You sent some pictures of the new spot. The new spot looked dope.
Little spot got some more leg room and elbow room, and brighter. Yeah, a little bit more lighting in there. And
Spider, you been over there already?
Oh yeah,
Spider live over there. What you talking about?
Oh, you only have a mic now. Yeah, that's how you know folks moving out when they missing shit.
Yeah, Spider in there like, man, I'm just here, dog.
Where are the
Black,
plates?
what's up, baby? Mark, what's up?
But yeah, so we gonna be in the new spot next week, and still a lot of great things in the sports world going on, from soccer to the NBA. Still got movement. Folks finally made a decision with their life. You got the summer league going on, some UFC boxing, a little bit of hip hop news and all of that. So, you know, of course, NFL is getting ready to bubble up in a minute. So I think first thing first, let's go ahead and get the most important news in the sports world out of the way. That's U.S. women's soccer national team.
Got that dub.
Won another FIBA World Cup.
Woke up. I watched.
My girl, Megan
Rapinoe.
You about to call her Rapinoe. I know you about to call her Rapinoe.
Hey, I love her.
Rapinoe Tame.
Well, man, like I've been a fan of hers for years. Like you know how like you got teams where you watch and there's like you just got a couple people that you just always kind of watch and you focus on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But she was so like, I want to say the year that they lost to Japan in the final.
I remember that.
I've been like, so she was on the roster, but she was like one of the young people on the roster at that point.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, no, I fucks with her. And then now to see her, she's the elder. You know, every team got that elder statesman. You know,
yep, absolutely.
From the '99 team that won, they had like Mia Hamm and Julie Foudy and all these different
Mia
players.
Hamm.
Yeah, Mia Hamm.
Legend of legends.
She was nice. And, you know, each year you just see, you know, these new people that were young coming up. They start taking the mantle. So like now, like this will probably be Megan Rapinoe's last year. So then next year you'll see somebody like Carly Lloyd and Tobin Heath really take the mantle of they're the leaders of this team.
Oh, true. Yeah. Well, she said she's gonna make that last run at the Olympics. Actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So next year.
Yeah.
So it's close enough. So within the calendar year,
because so you know you still in FIFA national team mode.
Absolutely.
And you know a lot of them going back to their club teams and things that they with the women's MLS. So
and that'd be a hell of a way to walk off
with the gold medal.
With that gold medal coming off the World Cup. And you know, everything that she got coming her way is in a great way. She's been a stand-up citizen on many other factors, whether it be LBGTQ. I'm about to fuck that up, cuz.
A lot of people forget the Q.
Cuz we about to elemental P the shit out of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, she's been, a stand-up citizen and advocate for those rights. And especially when they just came off of Pride Month too.
Yep.
And of course even standing kneeling with Colin Kaepernick and other issues, and just, you see somebody where that's an ally. You be like, you know what, I fucks with you. That's how I be.
Using her privilege to combat racism.
Absolutely. And that, her stardom, her voice, cuss a motherfucker out every now and again.
She will.
She's done that several times, and
giving it to the White House. She don't care.
Well, she giving it to anybody's house, whoever want it. She one of them, and that's a beautiful thing. I mean, even down to quoting Nip, the Nipsey Hussle quote. That was
dope.
I mean, like fresh off the FIBA Cup, quoting Nipsey Hussle, man, and
wasn't like that was one of the ones you can kind of pull from a paper.
Oh no, it was
paper.
A quote.
Yeah, you kind of had to know that one.
Yeah, like I had to buy this or I streamed
you
this.
had to know it, and you couldn't. And she came with it off the cuff. It wasn't like I had a couple. We won. I had some days to sit on it. And then, this is perfect. This
not just the marathon continues.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at all. Not at all. So yeah, there's a lot of beauty to her. And I mean, shoot, her boo is none other
Sue Bird,
than Seattle Storm, Sue Bird, who I actually got a chance to meet.
I was at the crib when you was down there.
Man, and she's a beautiful person. She actually I had a couple drinks with Sue Bird.
Dog, she's still balling.
Man, she kills, brother.
She's still balling. They won the championship last year.
She kills, man, and that's what they are keeping Seattle basketball relevant as fuck. she's so cold with the pill.
It sucked this year though that they top player Breanna Stewart, she hurt. She got hurt in the did she get hurt playing overseas last year, or like right after their season ended? She got hurt.
So yeah,
I think she tore her ACL. So she's out for the whole WNBA season. But she was the MVP last year.
And and that's the one drawback, of course. It's like the whole wishing WNBA was marketed more, and not even so much. I'm just like I said, I don't get into too many conversations with the whole all the details of the pay and this and that. If you just marketed it more, I would say that would bring more people out. Because think about it, what was the inaugural year? 96,
something like that. 96,
summer 96. Let's say could be off a year, but let's say summer. I know it wasn't 97, but it was like. Summer 96, I remember my boy Mike, his mom, was hype about it. And she was just running around, we got next. And that was the tagline, we got next. And then I just remember her voice saying that. And then they kept, they had, of course, Cheryl Swoops on the commercials.
Houston Rockets.
When Houston Comets will dominate.
They had, of course, Lisa Leslie on the commercials.
Tina
Thompson.
Cynthia Cooper.
What's my girl that was in Sacramento? Hollifield.
No, Tisha Pinachero.
Well, it was another one.
That was
Hollifield Bolton.
Okay, yeah, I know you're talking about.
I think she was, but remember some of the faces and
Cynthia,
all that.
Like Don Staley, Teresa
Cooper,
Weatherspoon,
Teaspoon, and you could just think of so many. And then they kept, a stacked USA women's team.
Well, also remember that. So you had so many big names at that point coming in because all of them have been playing their entire lives, and a lot of them were on the tail end of it, but. This was the first women's professional league in America.
In the U.S.
So, you had.
They've been hooping.
Yeah.
That was a good part of it.
Cause, shit.
And in the Olympics. They've been in the Olympics several times. Yeah.
Dogging. I mean, shit. Cheryl Miller, one of the fucking greatest women's players.
She was like literally probably about, she could have caught that last run of hooping.
She 10 years too early.
Yeah, it was just like, it was.
Because, I mean, you got to remember, she's older than Reggie Miller.
She would have been in there and dominated.
Yeah.
She like the Kareem of women's hoops.
Yeah,
man.
No, dead ass.
Straight up. And her commentating always rings out during the NBA
she be
season.
Real with it.
Yeah, she stayed real with it, man. And she far better than Reggie. I mean, all due respect to one of the greatest shooters ever in the history of the sport. But she killing you on the commentating.
Well, yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
But yeah, I just say, thinking about coming off this Women's World Cup and thinking about just, kind of in the women's basketball, in the WNBA hoop season, but it just need to be marketed more. And people, I mean, you market anything the right way, people go come to it. I don't care what it is.
It'll get better.
That's just it. So without that marketing,
it also takes that people got to open up. You got to be open to receiving it and like trying to. You got to enjoy it. And don't do what most of us will do and compare it to the NBA because
you're gonna lose.
It's not. Yeah, you're never going to be satisfied because they're not trying to be the NBA.
Exactly.
Because they can't be because it's physically they can't be.
But and in that same light, I dare any guy take your ass out there.
Oh yeah, no. You don't want none of that action.
Take your ass out there and see what come back.
You don't want none of that action.
Go on out there
because they're gonna jay you to death,
man. cross you,
They gonna J
anything, body you. You think you got it. You don't, my brother.
No,
it's not gonna work that way. And I
you
think a couple guys here and there, they always try to try it. Nah, blood.
No,
It's not what you want. So,
no.
just respecting the skill set alone, they need to market it more. We also got summer league game going on in the studio with
my Los Angeles Lakers,
LA and New York.
0-3.
They got my
trash.
You know, I accept that, especially with the wonderful move that the Detroit Pistons have been doing and all the noise that they've been making for the last decade.
Hey,
bro, I'm gonna tell you
if
something.
I do remember correctly,
you need to be cool, man.
If I do remember correctly, my last title actually came at the hands of somebody wearing purple and gold.
I mean, you know, a blind squirrel can find an acorn every now and again.
They found 4 of them though.
You know,
they found 4 out of 5 of them boys. And that's that Vegas. Did they expand the Vegas Summer League?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then we also
because normally it would be Orlando first, but yeah, now all the teams go to
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a bigger draw you'll get out of that. It makes sense.
And all NBA players up there chilling.
Well, everybody, it just be a perfect time to go. Yeah, this be a perfect time to go. Where the ESPYs at in LA? That's going on tonight.
That's tonight.
Okay, yeah, and anybody out there, that's just a little helicopter ride over if you want. So,
sure right.
So they getting it in on the West Coast this evening with hoops. So of course, you know, like I said, we got coming off that fresh FIBA Cup.
I thought you were talking. You said the ESPYs. In my mind, I was like, they already had it, but I'm thinking about the NBA awards.
Yeah. Oh, right,
I was thinking about the NBA.
Yep, they're doing the ESPYs right now. My guess is they're doing it at the Staples. That's my guess, and they kind of keep it in that bad boy anyway. But
it's either Staples or the Nokia Theater that's right there next to it.
True, either or. Yeah, I probably see it at Nokia more so.
Yeah, because it's a theater kind of that's the environment for it.
Yeah, absolutely. What y'all want to go to next? We got some hoops. We got some UFC.
Go ahead and get that UFC.
You can get the UFC out.
You're gonna be the only one talking about this.
I don't mind UFC. I just didn't get a chance to watch none of it this weekend. I was out of there.
Well, I could go into a couple of
R. John Jones was trash, even though he won.
He wasn't. I'm gonna get into his last.
And old boy, he was fighting tore his whole knee up.
Right.
I think he tore his ACL, his MCL, his
everything.
Yeah.
The whole damn knee.
Yeah, he tore his whole shit up.
Well, the main most notable fight, honestly, was let me see. I want to say Jorge Masvidal and Ben Askren. Now, there's a couple more undercards. You had you start off with a heavyweight Junior Dos Santos and Frank. No, was it? No, they got canceled. My bad. Got replaced by a welterweight fight. Michael Chiesa and Diego Sanchez. That was ended in the decision. You know, they went the distance. Michael won that, and then the next one was a lightweight joint. Jan. It was a gentleman named Jan Blachowicz and Luke Rockhold. That was KO/TKO in the second round, 1 minute and 39 seconds. So that was a good fight. Now, I only saw the tail end of that. Shout out to my man Vince and Lauren, who I watched that with at B-Dubs out here. And then now the fight that was actually technically probably the most exciting moment single-handedly in all of this particular UFC 239 this past weekend was Jorge Masvidal and Ben Askren. The fight ended. They ended it.
Wayne, what's up, baby?
In 5 seconds.
Oh, is that when
that
he
was the flying knee?
The flying
fresh
knee,
out the corner, flying knee to the dome.
Oh yeah, hey, and it was over.
Technically, the knee connected at the 2-second mark. I'm talking about my man locked up. Rigor mortis was about to settle in.
Hey, and he was talking shit to him while he was laid out.
But leading up to the fight, they was talking mad shit. So of course, I mean, just like any other UFC, the only reason it lasted 5 seconds because after Askren dropped, Masvidal got on his head. Well, couple shots to the face, and you still fighting until the ref.
Oh, that's the dude who gave a little press conference afterwards. Yes, man. Okay, I got you.
They said he was talking about his wife, his religion.
Well, that was his big thing with it. Like, hey, this is the only sport. Well, not the only sport, but this is one of the moments where people could say anything about your wife, about your family, about your religion, and this and that. And I'm supposed to sit back and do nothing. basically, nah, that's not how that worked.
Yeah.
And he showed improved within a matter of seconds, man.
And I saw it.
It's so fast. They
fit
first
that
second,
whole fight in the IG clip.
He took He took one strong step coming out that corner. You didn't anticipate it because everybody else, they touch gloves, then they go at it. He ain't touch no gloves. He came with a flying fucking knee.
Boom.
Like he was on Street Fighter, dog. It was wild. And he connected. Had to been like right in the temple or something because, dog, dropped.
His
he
body
couldn't
went
catch himself.
Yeah.
By whole thing, everything shut down. You ever see a car lose gas?
I've been in the car that lost gas.
Exactly. That motherfucker shut off at the light. That was it.
Wow.
So
wow.
you heard that before?
What the hell just happened here?
Hey, I'm just saying, man. My man folded.
It was terrible.
And then we also had Amanda Nunes, one of the greatest women fighters out there, against Holly Holm. It got a similar. Holly Holm really don't have as many fights as it seemed like. She just when she beat Ronda Rousey, that put her on the pedestal a little bit.
What a fall from grace that was.
Who, Ronda Rousey?
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
She lost. She got rocked and was like, you know what?
I'm kept done. Getting rocked.
I'm done with this fight game,
man. And she capitalized.
Let me go get this wrestling money.
Yeah, for real. Absolutely. Wrestling, movies,
but I mean,
appearances, all that.
The one loss though.
But you got to remember, this the one.
She had like two.
Yeah, she lost.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about after that one loss that she had, it was downhill from there.
Yeah, because her whole thing was being the baddest woman in the game. And she came out there and got rocked. So now your shield of invincibility is gone.
I mean, everybody done lost, except Floyd?
But that's the thing. In UFC, you gonna take an L.
Yeah.
At some point. But for her, I don't think we didn't allow her to take the L. It was one of those, you're Ronda Rousey, they pumped you up from day one to be this person.
Same thing with Conor.
Yeah, but Conor,
she built herself up, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but like you said, UFC is one of those sports, man. You're not gonna get through unscathed. You're going to take a loss. You're not gonna get through without taking an L. I mean, you can't let the one loss just end you. You know, the first one.
Absolutely. Yep. You hear that, Block 24 Apartments? This one loss ain't gonna end me, bitches. I'm gonna give your funky ass your money when I feel like it.
My baby T, she said she got rocked and then had a seat.
She did.
Man, what? It's a musical chair. boom, 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 boom. Bam. I'm
have a seat.
Sitting that ass down. But Amanda Nunes, she's a good fighter. She's a really good fighter. That fight went in the TKO. What was that? Shit, was that the first round? Yeah, it was first round. Damn, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. So they didn't even get out of that. There was like 40 seconds out of that.
Not to get too far off, but speaking of losing and bouncing back, I wonder how Anthony Joshua's gonna bounce back.
Let's get into that after this, because I got one more fight. The main event was the light heavyweight belt going for that. We had my man John Bones Jones against Thiago Santos. Santos record 21-7. Bones Jones, he got one loss, 25-1. Ended in they went 5 rounds with the decision to John Jones.
I didn't get to see the fight. Everybody I talked to said that Jones had an underwhelming performance.
Well, you people like to say that because they expecting him to keep doing what he's doing. Actually, he did everything he's done. Here's the thing. He wasn't going against a grappler, a wrestler. He was going against another fighter.
Yeah.
So if you're going against another fighter who willing to go and get in there with you, now he was kind of, walking him down a bit. Jones was walking him down, kind of backing him off onto, throughout the octagon around the perimeter. But the difference was you had, first of all, Thiago is a bigger fighter. He wider. He was shorter, but he wider. He was eating a lot of them same kicks. He was eating a lot of them punches. The whole part that screwed him up, which I know you heard about, was his knee.
Yeah.
They say he had a torn meniscus in the middle of the fight. And we saw where his leg buckled. I don't know if it was torn specifically, but his knee was affected in the middle of the fight, kind of like second, third round.
Yeah.
Everybody noticed that. Joe Rogan pointed it out very effectively. And it was just that knee kept buckling. But in the midst of that knee buckling, he was still throwing kicks. So it wasn't that bad. He fucked John Jones' leg up.
With that bad leg?
With the bad leg. That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Now, meniscus, I don't know how that feel, but apparently, and they said it too during that fight, you can still fight on that knee. It's a fighter right now. He got a torn meniscus. He's still fighting on that knee. I forget who they said it was, but you can still fight on that knee. You're not gonna be as effective, maybe, but you can still fight on it, and that's what he did. And he was effective.
That's actually surprising. I mean, because if you're saying he had a torn meniscus, I didn't know about the meniscus, but I did know about the LCL and the ACL. You know, or MCL. I'm sorry.
Let's take that out. Let me take meniscus out. That probably just spewed out. Let me take that out.
Well, I do know he tore his ACL and his MCL. I know that for sure.
MCL is your meniscus.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Because sometimes I get it all confused.
Okay.
And I don't be knowing because brother like
if you
me,
got an
I ain't get
if you
past
got an ACL and MCL
I
and you still
past
throwing
biology
kicks,
too. Okay.
and you didn't get totally washed, that's just impressive.
Well, he first of all, he went the distance. It was only honestly, it was a split decision. And Jones had 1 point more. That's how close it was.
Yeah.
It ain't like Jones is landing kicks. He was landing punches. So was Thiago. It was I would love to see a rematch. Screw the hell with him having 7 losses. That man's name is up there now.
Oh, yeah.
If he could take the distance, go the distance with Jones like that.
Yeah.
Let him go ahead and heal. I would love to see this in 6 months. I have a good healing time he need for his leg. And then come back out there. I'll watch that again.
Yeah.
I'll watch that again. But Bones Jones still got an impressive record. He still took care of business. He kept him at bay a lot. He used his length, and he landed just enough. But on the scoring side of it, you could tell the difference of how many more punches and kicks he landed. But overall, you could still see, round by round, it wasn't that big of a difference.
Okay.
So that's how that ended. So it was a great UFC. I think it was 239. That occurred this past weekend. So there y'all go. Y'all should be proud of me. I went through that whole thing, dolo.
Hey, you didn't have a choice.
I mean, my man, BG came in with it. He had a little bit of it.
I had nothing for you.
I know. You looking at the game. Oh man. So what else we got, y'all? We got some NBA talk going on.
Hold up. What else? What else?
Because we still got some off-season movement that been shaking.
No, what else we said before we get to that stuff? Because NBA, we'll just be going and we won't stop.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, let's get into something that's more so, it's a downer, but we got to touch on it. And then Teddy Bruschi said had a stroke.
Yeah, man. Teddy Bruschi had a stroke. They say he's recovering really well though. For those who don't know, he was a linebacker for the New England Patriots, and then
before all y'all punk ass bandwagon fans showed up.
No, he was there with that too. He was
at the tail end.
No, he was on those rosters. The championship teams?
No. I said before the punk ass bandwagon fans showed up.
No, they was there from the rip. They wasn't.
Oh,
so you saying after like the first 2 championships?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's when we said, oh, these boys got a hell of a defense. Before they started noticing anything else.
He was over there with Richard Seymour and Ty Law and Willie McGinnis.
Fucking defense.
Big tall ass 6'7" linebacker.
Wow.
Linebacker.
Back when free safeties was a thing.
Yeah, but this is his second. Remember he had a stroke like years ago that he actually had to sit out like most of the year. Was it a stroke?
He did. Yeah, he did have.
He had something like really like serious, some like life threatening thing that.
Yeah,
and during his retirement, huh?
No, while he was playing, he had to like sit out a year.
Sheesh.
Like I think he had a stroke. Like during the season or something. That sounds familiar.
But he he was a linebacker, and then he started being
a TV guy.
A TV guy for ESPN.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
He's pretty good at it too. Yeah.
I just hate seeing his face because he's a New England Patriot. But
I like those. I like those earlier Patriot days.
I hate the Patriots. I hate all of them.
I like the earlier Patriot days. Like I said, this is before the bandwagon kicked in.
Yeah.
To me, it was just a matter of watching good fucking football.
Yeah. And
then that was the end of the story for me. But
odd as it is, I hate every New England Patriot except Bill Belichick. It's real odd.
I fucking like the defensive teams. They were defensive teams for like several years in a row. Yeah. They were stopping motherfuckers. It was scoring on defense like crazy.
Yeah.
They was cold with it. Even shit. That was the whole point when they secured.
That's when Ty Law was getting 9 and 10 picks a season.
Dog.
Yeah. Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he was.
Oh my God.
Don't throw it over there.
Nah.
And Rodney Harrison.
I mean,
what I'm saying?
Look what school he went to.
Yeah.
I mean, he got, Purdue lockdown corners. I mean, he is from Michigan.
Ty Law.
He is just like my boy Chuck.
Ty Law.
He
I
was
can't hate
before
on Ty
Chuck.
Law.
Huh?
Can't hate on Ty Law at all.
Oh, but yeah, that boy a monster. So that was when they had
Richard, like I said, Richard Seymour, Mike Vrabel, Teddy Bruschi,
shit.
A lot of dudes over there.
Gonna sprinkle the late great Junior Seau on there with it.
Junior
Put it in
Seau,
there with
you
it,
know.
yeah. I know you can add him to the fold.
Yeah.
He had done all his work.
I'm mad
prior
they win
to,
that. I'm mad they didn't win that year. Like them,
Yeah, I know.
the 2 Super Bowls they lost are the ones I'm mad about because one would have gave Randy Moss his ring, the other one would have gave Junior
That's
Seau
the
his
only
ring.
reason. That's the only reason I was even halfway going for
Damn
the Patriots.
Giants.
for Moss.
For Randy Moss. Randy Moss is my favorite football player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love Randy Moss.
I can see that.
I
for you.
wanted
that.
him to get one.
I can see that for you. Yeah, I can definitely see that for you. That's your guy.
That is my guy.
That's your guy.
Forget about everybody else, but that's my dude.
Yeah, man, that was some hell of a fucking talent, man. But yeah, you know, football world, sports world, everybody know who Brewski is. Hey, you know, get well from us young fellas out here in Dallas. You know, we sending you some well wishes on that. What else we got, y'all? We was gonna get into something else.
About Zeke Elliott.
Zip.
That's
Did he
what-
meet?
So-
Did he meet with him?
Yeah,
Who?
Zeke. He met with the league.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
All right, so Zeke Elliott was in, just for the listeners, Zeke Elliott got into an altercation with a security guard at some kind of, it was either a fair or some kind of festival,
Looked like a
something.
festival.
Yeah, some kind of festival in Las Vegas,
Yeah, it was
and he was arguing with his girl again. It seems like every time he gets in trouble, it's a woman involved. There's a pattern here. It's like number 3.
check.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, he got into it with his girlfriend, and from the reports that I read on ESPN, he was following her around the festival. So, of course they were arguing, and I guess he got approached by one of the security guys, and he was just like, "Hey, what you looking at?" And he bumped the security guard, and he was handcuffed temporarily, and then they decided to let him go. He did meet with the league. The league decided there's not enough to warrant any kind of suspension.
Yeah.
So he's good. He's in the play.
Spat.
But I will tell you this though, and this is just my opinion. Not that I'm wishing this on him. All these little offenses, that shit's gonna come back and bite him in the ass because
they bubble up
because he's a knucklehead.
Yeah.
He's a
At the end of the day,
knucklehead,
that's the truth,
and
dog.
then what's gonna happen is that he gonna actually do something. He gonna actually get arrested, and then the league is gonna come down overly harsh because they're gonna be like, "Hey, you remember when you pulling out titties at the parade? You remember when you did this? You getting drunk and hitting cars? You remember when you did this? They're gonna come down hard, overly harsh the next time he do something. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Sherrod, what up, baby?
Shirai, what's up, bro?
Yo.
Also, we got my girl, Miss Gonzalez Harucha. She down in Houston. We got my mama neighbor Stella. Yes, my
Detrick, what's up, baby?
Neighbor,
I
mama
appreciate it.
neighbor. Also, Misha from Patton Street, Joe Road, Evergreen. My cousin Mark out there in Vegas, and my boy James Pooney Wright out of Detroit. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, some real hard shit with a hefty.
Hey man,
bag,
they
with a
gonna
hefty
come
tag,
down hard
like
on
on
him.
some like you ain't getting paid or nothing. Like
They're gonna come down overly harsh on him because
Yeah.
all these little, because it's always little small things that he does.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll get drunk and hit a car on the way to practice.
Yeah.
He pulling out
All
titties
that.
at St. Patrick's Day
St. Patrick's Day
parade.
parade. Yeah, all
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like little things that he not going to jail for.
But at
little
the end of the
things.
day, my job wouldn't want to see that out of me either.
I'm
I don't
telling
give
you.
a fuck who it is.
I'm telling you.
Like, dog, why we keep seeing you doing these wild, outlandish things when it's all said and done? It's too much, and you can't. You know how they.
It's always a chick involved though.
That's why I was about to kind of.
It's always a woman involved.
That's what I was
A
kind of
chick-
getting
I'm sorry,
to,
not a
like
chick.
on the sidebar of it. It's
Ken,
like,
what's up, baby?
you can't do like the Chris Carter approach and be like, we need a fog. It's beyond. This ain't even getting to that point. He just doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
You got to cool out. At the end of the
You
day,
need to chill, man.
you got to cool out. You're one of the most talented running backs in the history of the fucking game. We all know this.
Yeah.
You're about to fuck it up.
I think
like-
he's the best back in the league right now.
I could say that. I could say that.
I think he's the best back in the
yeah.
league right
From
now.
a consistency standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
that one. You're the number
He-
one
he-
back.
He's a 60-yard gain waiting to
From
happen.
the moment you got there, though.
Yeah.
You're about to fuck this off, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
If you're listening,
and I'm not a Cowboy fan by any stretch, but he need to chill.
Bad he fucked this off because you with the Cowboys who will literally go above and beyond to make sure you taken care of. And
hands down, they've been doing it since the 90s.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
They've been doing it since the 90s. You can run down the list of motherfuckers they've done this
somebody
for.
like Mike or somebody needs to pull him to the side and be like,
I don't think it's going to help. You don't think they have?
You need to chill.
You don't think they have?
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm just thinking like, he got Emmett at his disposal right now.
They got but Emmett wasn't a knucklehead. He needs a knucklehead.
He know knuckleheads though.
Yeah, he know him, but he needs a knucklehead to pull him to the side and be like, look, I was you. You need to chill.
100%.
Ken, I agree.
Shit, from run down the list. We could run a list down of knuckleheads from the Cowboys.
Exactly.
You could Google it.
Somebody need to talk to that boy, man. Somebody need to talk to that. Hey, and you ain't got paid yet.
I don't think it's gonna help. I don't think it's gonna work. And the reason I said I don't think it's gonna work is what you said. There's always a woman next to him when the shit. Well, not always, but there's
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. 75% of the time. That's a very fucking healthy percentage. There's a woman involved when you're doing this. Your friends can't help you with this every fucking time because sometimes you go run off dolo and be with whoever she may be.
And he ain't got that contract yet. He ain't got that guaranteed money yet.
You ain't got the one yet.
You already fucking up. And
you supposed to be $30 million guaranteed solid.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got that yet. That's going to hurt your dollars because they're going to use that in negotiations.
Correct. And we talking about endorsements. We talking about because with that $30 million come about another 20 and just bullshit that you can get money off.
I'm trying to tell you.
You about to fuck this off. You about to fuck this off. Yeah, you
need to chill.
You need to chill.
For real.
100%. Man, where is your mama at?
He just needs somebody he respect. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
that could keep him. Yeah, I agree 100%, man. Shit, what else we got going on right now?
Wimbledon.
Yeah, Coco. Coco got eliminated, but she had a beautiful run.
I mean, she's 15.
What's her last name again?
Wayne, he need to chill.
What's her last name? Start with a G. My phone did. I had to look. I'll keep wanting to say
the 15-year-old.
Yeah,
she finally lost. But little girl is a prodigy though.
Yeah,
you know she is super dope.
There's some veterans still in there on the men's side too. Federer's still out there.
The ones who just always there, handling business.
Is it Jokic or Djokovic?
What about Nadal?
I think he's still.
He's still in there.
Yeah,
they were doing the men's singles. They were announcing that today.
Is the GOAT still in?
Federer,
Serena.
Yep,
Serena's still there. Shout out to that fucking magazine cover.
Bizarre cover.
Yikes. Hey.
That's the GOAT right there.
That girl got games.
Yeah.
I don't even know what games mean, but I know what it. I don't know what it mean, but I know what it means. She's still out there, man, handling business.
Coco Golf.
Thank you. I was about to say Greer. I'm like,
where is she from? Is she from Cali?
Where's she from?
She probably in Cali. I wouldn't be surprised if she a Cali kid. I wouldn't be surprised.
I forget where she's from, but she's great.
She's from Atlanta. Well, her hometown is Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
But
shout out to Atlanta.
Could have grown up somewhere else, but A-Town, shit, still in the house. You just an A-Town stomp? I did. I think you kind of just A-Town stomp a little bit.
I did.
Also, speaking of, we threw Cali out there, but anybody in Cali, I mean, I hope y'all safe from that fucking earthquake.
2 earthquakes.
Two earthquakes. Goodness gracious. Yeah, be cool. I know a lot of people checked in safe from it. That's my family, so I see that, but man, that's some scary stuff. I haven't heard much more than just the shaking in itself. I haven't heard anything like
I've never been in an earthquake. That would freak me out.
The hell out. We just didn't know it.
I didn't. I'm talking about
like knowing
one of those.
You gotta be like, hey man, the ground moving. Hey, the ground is moving.
Where shit falling off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't
grab my TV.
Yeah.
You know
get my wallet. Yeah,
you know me. I be sitting there on my TV because I be like, man,
fuck this shit. This bitch almost paid off too.
No, it's gone.
I'm talking about mine. Got $100 more left on that.
Right.
You talking about TV?
Uh-huh.
Oh, hey man, I unplug my TV when it's raining because of what happened to my last one.
Damn, you so southern.
Hey, bro. Hey, you know what happened to my last one? We had an Insignia.
Okay.
From Best Buy.
Okay.
We watching TV.
And them boys cold too.
We watching TV and the big clap of thunder come and it just zaps the TV. It doesn't even work anymore. It just totally zaps it.
At least you ain't fried like.
You know what I'm saying?
Good amount of money.
That's why we got the 65-inch Samsung now.
You wouldn't got a Hashitashi.
Yeah.
Right.
Hashitashi.
But yeah, that's what. Hey, cause
him talking about that damn lighting strike just made me remember that when I fried my TV and all the. Remember when I was sitting there trying to plug up them HDMI shits and. I had to surge,
fuck! I do remember that.
I fried my TV, my PS4, my Xbox. My Cody box.
That is my $1,200. I just ran my $1,200 right there.
I fried all them shits and was sitting there. My Apple TV, I just bought a 4K Apple TV. Fried that bitch. Yeah, dog. It was, and luckily my TV was still under warranty because I blew one of the HDMI ports on it. I had about 2 weeks left on the warranty.
You fried your whole joint.
Yeah.
Your whole setup.
Fam, I was sick.
I know.
I was sitting on a bunch of gift cards because I was gonna buy I was looking at something. And yeah, got up, was like, yep, let me go to Target real quick, go get me a new Xbox with these gift cards.
Yep, I remember that shit for real. So what else we got, y'all? Shit, before we get into the NBA a little bit.
Man. We really had shit else.
So the NBA offseason has been more than eventful. That shit's kept the popcorn popping. And we finally got to the grand finale of it all, which came with a encore. Kawhi Leonard has officially declared that he is going to be an LA Clipper, and and he's going to be coming there with Paul George. And the rumor was that he was actually trying to get the whole deal done with Paul George. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
He did ask for KD.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Okay.
But it would have had to been on the. They'd have had to do it as a sign and trade because the Clippers, I think, only really have money for one max free agent.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. I figured that much anyway.
So I think they were just talking like, hey, can we do it this way? And KD was like, no, I'm going to Brooklyn.
I will say this. Number two, he pulled the rabbit out of his ass because then nobody see that Paul George trade coming.
No,
that's how
nobody
you do it.
saw it.
Don't go out there and put it all in the media what you're trying to do. You just work behind the scenes and then get up at 2 a.m. on Saturday like, yo, Kawhi going to the Clippers.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
but then
it was like, oh yeah, and Paul George been traded to the Clippers. What?
yeah.
My group chat start going off. I'm like,
right.
what the hell is going on here?
Man, I was up. I was about to turn some Netflix on.
I was just happy because they did not say the Lakers.
Yeah, and you know what? They still been working. They still been trying to, actually have a full roster at a minimum.
I'm happy that he did not go there.
Oh yeah, I don't think it would have worked there.
It'll work, but I'm just happy.
It definitely would have worked.
I'm just happy he did.
Yeah, I like him better doing what he making the move that he did because he got Pat Beverly at the point who played defense. He got
that team is defense.
They whole star line.
You know what I'm saying?
Doc Rivers. I'm talking about. Look, if Doc Rivers ain't had a cigar and cognac after that,
bro, he is going to have a field day. I mean, between Pat Beverly, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Montrezl Harrell, I mean, it's going to be really hard to score on that team.
And they all could score.
Yeah.
Montrezl Harrell still working out his offensive game.
That team is going to be the best defense team. It's
Lou
going to be really hard.
There.
It's going to be really hard to score on them. It's going to be really hard. Yeah.
And to come back, not just scoring on them, but keep up with them scoring. Yeah. That's just going to be tough.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, shout out to number two on the way that he moved. On the cool, the way I really, was kind of feeling about it, as long as it was taken, I knew something was up. I knew we didn't have it sold up.
Anybody?
The only reason, I'm good right now.
That's the last one.
The biggest reason why I wanted him to, the biggest reason why I wanted him to come is really for the future. Right. Not necessarily. I mean, I'll take the championship for right now, but LeBron is going to be gone in the next 2 to 3 years, and 27-year-old Anthony Davis and 28-year-old Kawhi Leonard. That is a good building block going toward the future. Yeah. And that's what I was looking at. I was looking at more toward the future, not necessarily.
By the time Kawhi will be in his 30s.
Yeah, but he'll still be in his prime, though. He'll still be dope.
Well, yeah, he'll be in his prime, but.
Yeah, he'll still be dope. But that's a good look for the future, and that's what I was thinking about. I'm a Lakers fan before I'm anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking out for the good of the squad, and I think that would have been better for the team. But
That
you know,
plays
going
on
to the
tape.
Clippers, I'm not mad at that. I think it's a good move.
Well, I told everybody.
Fuck the Clippers. I mean, you still little brother. It's still Lakers town. You can rip off the next two. It's gonna be my town. But like I said, I respect the way he moved. I respect going to get Paul George.
You did everything but call the whole Lakers fan. I mean Clippers fan hood a bitch. You did everything but.
I mean,
bitch.
look, that's my town. You know what I'm saying? That's our town.
I know what you mean.
There's statues of us out in front of the building. You ain't got no statues.
Shout out to Doc Rivers for making that happen.
That's all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because what's the name?
Jerry West.
What's the name?
Well, yeah, combine.
Who is the
absolutely.
best executive in basketball?
Ever.
Him
The fucking logo.
Him and R.C. Buford are the best executives.
The fucking logo.
Yeah.
It's the fucking logo.
That was a
if
mistake
you don't
on
love
our
Jerry,
part.
listen.
That was a mistake on our part.
Y'all let him go long ago though.
Look at the team. Look at what he's been responsible for.
I get it.
He was responsible for Shaq coming.
Yep.
He responsible.
Traded for Kobe.
Traded for Kobe. Helped build the Golden State squad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
First of all, hold up. Let's not get it twisted. It's not like he didn't deliver y'all second two championships. Because remember, at that point, he was with Memphis, and he pretty much gave y'all Paul Gasol. Now, he got back Mark Gasol, but he gave y'all Paul Gasol.
Yeah, he gift wrapped him to us.
Yeah.
So
he built that team to be competitive though.
Yeah.
Giving the Spurs hell in the playoffs.
Then went out as an advisor out in Golden State and started their run.
And went in 1 year. He's only been there 1 year and pulled off Kawhi Leonard and Paul George in one offseason. That dude is phenomenal.
Fucking Jerry West.
You know what I'm saying? That dude is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But fuck the Clippers.
I ain't mad at you. Feel like that about Ohio. We had this discussion last week.
That is a very true statement right there.
Can't be mad at it. It's a great move. And like I said, Paul George, it's a great running mate. Can shoot.
Hands down.
Yeah, because
Can shoot. Is a really good defender.
I think he's realized he's come to the realization that he's a two, meaning that I'm a two guy on the totem pole of a squad.
I think he's known that for a little bit though. I think that's why I think he's known that for a little while.
Yeah,
because he wasn't.
He didn't know that in Indiana.
Well, Indiana put him at the one.
He didn't have a choice but to be the one.
Yeah, because he was better.
AJ Granger had that fucking injury.
He was better than Danny.
Sideline,
but he was better than Danny
Granger. I said
Danny
AJ
Granger.
fucking Granger. I'm sorry because I'm thinking about Michigan State basketball. I am so sorry.
Wow.
So sorry.
Wow.
Danny Granger.
Yeah, but he was better than him. But like I said, it's a great.
Hello, Danny
pickup.
Granger was nice though.
No.
Honestly,
I'm just saying Paul George was better.
Yeah, he was. He was nice.
Offensively, they were very similar.
Yeah.
They were very similar. But you're right. It just turned out to be what it is.
But yeah, like I said, shout out on the way he moved though. That boy moved in silence.
It's a beautiful thing.
He moved in silence.
It's a beautiful thing, and he's done that. Shit, when is he not?
You got to give him credit.
And
the two best front offices this NBA offseason have been the Clippers, Jerry West and the Clippers, and what's the guy's name in Brooklyn? Sean, whatever his name
Marks.
is. Sean Marks and the Brooklyn Nets. From that horrendous trade that you did with Boston and losing all your picks to landing Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Boston
and
didn't take
being
advantage
relevant
give
again.
Sean Marks that
No,
much credit.
no. I'm giving him a lot of credit because he had to navigate that trade because that set Brooklyn back for years.
For sure.
You had to navigate having the owner and when Prokhorov was the owner, him not really wanting to give you everything you need after that trade.
Okay, I'll take it there.
It's getting good ownership.
Horrendous trade with Boston. You gave away all those picks for old heads. Because
remember Prokhorov was like, I want to try to go for a championship within this many years, like 3 to 4 years. So
he knew he was selling that motherfucker.
So he was like, yeah, let me go get KG, let me go get Paul Pierce, let me go get Joe Johnson.
You gave away your
technically
whole future.
Should have been enough to kind of get you. But they were old.
Well, they went to the playoffs.
They had like a fourth of a tank of gas left.
Yeah, they was on E.
And you gave away, you mortgaged your whole future.
They was buying their gas at the station that just called Petro, not Shell or nothing.
Not even Valero?
No.
Oh, man, hey, they mortgaged their whole future for them.
No offense to Valero.
I'm about to say, I go to Valero all the time, fam. Don't be doing that, man.
But yeah, shout out to those two front offices
for Earl Campbell
pulling
sausages in there.
Oh, fuck.
In a gas? Oh, no.
Earl Campbell sausages.
Oh.
Man. Okay, BG,
no.
you are the sheriff's rep. You know sometimes being on the road, you sometimes have to do some things
Oh no, I've eaten a couple of QT hot dogs. Yeah.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm a field tech.
Right. Exactly.
I'm the bougier just out of us three. You in the office too now, but I've always been in the office. I've never adjusted the claim outside.
I'm a field
despite
tech.
what my resume says.
Yeah, you out there, you be in the AC eating chickpea salads and shit.
Yeah, be going outside like, ooh, it's hot.
See,
we have mastered.
We go to my break room.
We've mastered how to eat in the car.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. How to dip nuggets while you driving?
Oh yeah.
Nah, man.
I've typed while driving.
I know not of what
I've documented files while driving.
I know not of what you speak of.
No, you just worried about being in the queue. Shut up. You got 12 calls in the queue.
Man, I don't have no queue. Fuck that queue. I'll be lucky if I return my voicemails in 72 to 38 hours. I'll just pick the 30. I don't know where that 38 came from, but
we shouldn't have hired that loser.
Who was that? Was that Tay-Mac?
No, that's
Rob Lowe.
That's Rob Palinka.
Rob Palinka, the most Rob Lowe fucking doppelganger.
I'm convinced Magic quit just because Magic didn't want to play by NBA rules. Magic just wanted to get his magic on.
And he got tired of getting caught.
And that's what he, yeah, exactly.
You say what?
He got tired of getting caught tampering.
Because
he done got caught tampering like 3 times.
Even with the free agent moves.
That's true.
Even after he quit. He was still out there talking to free agents, trying to get him to go to the Lakers. Like, hey, he talked to Kawhi. Hey, Kawhi, look, look, baby, you can be in that light showtime.
Hey, and it almost worked. The reason, one of the things that turned Kawhi off, is that shit kept leaking from the front office because our front office is not buttoned up.
Right.
That's one thing that turned him off. If we had been able to button that front office up.
Well, he broke it down on ESPN and he laid it all out there.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Between that and just folks kind of stepping on his toes, it wouldn't have been worth it to me either.
We got bad front office issues. We have a terrible front office.
And not to listen, I ain't no Laker head like you, all right, but I will say this much: Jenny Buss got to get them side pieces the fuck out that office.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
They need to work from home or something.
Bruh, we got you listening to Magic, you listening to Kobe, you done hired an ex-agent who has no GM experiences as your GM. You listening to Kurt Rambis's wife. She's an advisor. Why?
I don't know.
Both of the Rambises.
Why?
I don't know where the fuck she came from.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you listening?
Okay, all right.
She's always been that's like her girl. See, she's just always.
Oh,
been,
okay. Well then, all right.
Well,
you don't need to listen to your friends all the time in business.
Well, check this out. You got to remember.
Don't.
But you got to remember, them and the Knicks are like the only two really home run teams. Like
we haven't been the same since Dr. Buss died. We haven't been the same because Jim Buss is the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, that
he is the worst.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? He is one of the biggest reasons why we haven't been able to get a quality free agent to the squad.
Y'all shouldn't have got rid of Mitch Kupchak.
He's terrible.
Actually, because I think it's two brothers. Actually, once the brothers
one he got a stake in it, but he like I ain't trying to do that shit.
Okay, that makes
one of them does
want
to be involved.
Yeah, Jim Buss wants to be involved big time.
So once Jim got out of it, because you never hear about the other brother, but I see what you're saying. Once Jim removes himself fully out of it, which it sounds like he has, the only other dude that Magic brought up was the guy that's over like apparel or something of that nature. He was trying to make
Jim need to fall all the way back. He need to fall all the way back.
I trust Jenny because of her relationship with Phil Jackson over so many years, and her being closer to the game in a positive way.
She's overwhelmed though, bro. She's overwhelmed.
No, I agree, but that's what I'm saying. That's like my point. Remove a lot of these people out of that, and you don't need all these voices. You may be able to have dinner with Kobe here and there. You need to keep Magic closer to your side, and you may want to, and I don't know.
If you don't know what you're doing, you need to hire people who do.
I don't know Mrs. Rambis's expertise per se, but if she got it, then lean on her a little bit. But you don't need everybody in the room.
Too many people
at
in
one time. That's my whole thing. Because she's smart enough to make a decision.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she don't need all that extra influence. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
and even though we didn't land Kawhi Leonard, we did a decent job of filling out the roster.
Motherfucker did it, man. You're still doing it.
Yeah.
I know y'all want to see what the Summer League do.
You're pretty full.
Yeah,
You got KCP, you got Danny Green, you got Boogie, you brought back JaVale McGee, you got Rondo, you still got Kuzma, you got.
How many was that? 7? 7, 8, something like that. Yeah,
we got Jared Dudley, but
Jared Dudley.
I don't know that. How the hell is this soft shoulder ass motherfucker still in the NBA?
I don't know.
He can still shoot.
I don't know.
Can he?
4 points a game. He needs to be.
I know he Boston College.
He needs to be at the end of the bench, preferably behind it in a suit. You need to get him off the court.
You know what? You know what messes me up about him? His fucking ears.
Get him off the court. He's old.
Like
he's
Elmer
washed.
He's built like Elmer Fudd from the neck up.
He's an old 31-year-old. He's old.
He's only 31 because he can't be only 31.
He's like either 31 or 33-1. He's no older than 33.
No, that motherfucker had to go to the military before college.
Yeah, let's look it up.
He's got to be that guy.
He's not.
I served my country for 4 years, and I played 4 more years at Boston College.
That dude is washed. He's washed. You know what I'm saying? I hope he doesn't get a lot of playing time. He like
the hooper. He's built like Boris Diaw from 2 years ago.
I'm sorry, he's 34.
All right, he looked 34 as fuck.
Yeah.
All right, let's ride with that.
Yeah, but you know, we like I said, we did.
We talking about in dog years though.
Oh yeah, he's a terrible 31. He needs to get up out of there. But we did a good job filling out the roster. But I think that LeBron built a LeBron squad. LeBron doesn't like young people. You know what I'm saying? LeBron does not like young people. LeBron, he's going to his 17th season. He doesn't want to teach anybody.
He don't want shaming.
Yeah, he doesn't like young people.
Right.
What the first thing he did when he got back to Cleveland is get rid of Andrew Wiggins. That's the first thing he did.
And this young motherfucker
you know
out
what
of
I'm
here.
saying?
Right.
So
and turned out to be the right move.
He doesn't want anybody that he has to teach. He wants older, smart players. That's why you went and got a Danny Green. That's why you went and got a JaVale McGee.
That's why I need to go recruit the top 10 players in the NBA on my squad.
You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
You know KD does the same shit though. You know who KD has played with? Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Steph, Clay, and now Kyrie.
Drafted.
So what does that mean? What difference does that make? He played with top players.
Drafted
free agent.
And hold up. So what? KD was there. His second year we drafted Russ. His third year we drafted James Harden. So it ain't like I was out there. Hey yo, BG. I need you to come get with your boy because I need you to help me be a fucking legend.
Or he dropped his nuts and said, "Hey, I'm gonna just go over here with y'all and play because I can't beat y'all."
No,
he did do that.
He available
did
for work. How much are y'all paying? And y'all are the most fun team to play with.
I can't beat y'all.
Sure.
I had y'all down 3-1, but I couldn't close the deal. So I just go over here with you.
I like San Fran. Oklahoma City is kind of shitty.
And fucking Silicon Valley, are you serious? What am I going to do with all this money?
Shoot him some bail if you want to.
That ain't bail. That was a business move.
Nah, it's
Two chips later.
It's more me with just throwing some LeBron shots at. I just was kind of bored.
You did that very successfully.
I did. That's all I was going for.
That motherfucker made a smart-ass business move. Got the fuck on.
Hey, look,
and took his ass over to New York. Tell me he ain't going to own some high-rises in the next 2 to 3 years. Katie condominiums.
He definitely about to go buy some brownstones.
Durant homes in this. He gonna buy Queens.
Yeah, he's definitely smart.
So
business wise,
it's a business move. New York is a business move. Shit, KD Productions. There's something about to happen.
Yeah, he got a production thing like 35 ventures or something like some shit like that.
That sound about right. It's gonna start off between him and his mom. They go ease everybody into it.
Well, he got a whole dude named Rich Klein. Or somebody, I think that's
that
his
name sound familiar.
That's his man. They said they got a whole production thing. They doing a bunch of stuff.
They in the mix now. They fully into show business now.
You took 30-something million a year from Golden State. Got you almost a cool hundo playing for them 3 years.
Right, quick. Two chips.
Yeah. Then
2 MVPs.
Now you about to go
final MVP.
Got this big money. Like well, shit. It's probably talking about contracts. The Kawhi and them, they did 2+1 deals. So that third year they got the option. So what they can do is for Kawhi, he get the 10, he can opt out, re-sign as a free agent with way more money because he'd be at the 10-year mark. So he'll be getting them contracts like LeBron and Chris Paul got when they got that dumbass money.
35 a year.
Yeah.
Oh man, Chris Paul's gonna be making so much money at the end of this current deal. He's gonna be like 38 years old, making
40-something million.
Yeah.
And Houston talking about bringing in Russell Westbrook.
That is the worst possible fit.
Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, and James Harden.
What is about to happen with Russ?
One who ain't.
I was gonna say, let's talk about why people keep divorcing Russell Westbrook. Why do people keep trying to get away from him? People
I don't think it's that complicated.
I think some people just don't want to. I think it's more you don't want to play for Billy Donovan and you don't want to play for Oklahoma City.
People keep leaving him.
Paul.
Oklahoma City is the Milwaukee of the Southwest. I'm like, who the fuck
who really wants to be there, fam?
Only Paul George, he resigned there. He could have left.
That motherfucker is 45 minutes from here. I've never drove there.
He could have left and resigned there. And then Kawhi come knocking. He was just like, oh, I'm gone.
Like Oklahoma is the Ohio to Texas. Fuck that.
Oklahoma is kind of
I have no respect or love for that place. No disrespect, but I have no respect or love for that place. But what attracts me there?
But all right, first off, the first reason why Russell Westbrook is the worst fit in Houston, you're taking a team who lives and die by the three, and you're talking about adding a player who is terrible at shooting threes.
Yes.
Number two,
it's a terrible move.
And number two, you think for 1 second that Russell Westbrook is gonna stand in the corner while James Harden dribble out half the shot clock?
Yeah, get him out. That motherfucker be gone by the 10th game.
You see what I'm saying? You think he's just gonna go over there and stand while James Harden just?
Shit, you couldn't keep Carmelo there long enough for the same type of play. You ain't gonna keep him there.
Nah, that's the worst possible fit.
Now, as as unfitting as it sounds, motherfuckers start talking like Detroit could have put up some pieces and got his ass over there.
They still have an opportunity.
That's what I thought.
I think it may be more of Oklahoma City may wait. Because you don't just want to go into the season and just let them be like, yeah, woohoo, buddy, we taking this shit. Because that's what it's going to be. So I think they may wait. It's going to be a
Miami's
lot.
also on the table.
Yeah, Miami and Detroit are the two teams.
The Miami move excites me because, honestly, I would say from it's kind of like a third tier perspective, but fourth tier. There's certain teams you want to see do well in the NBA now, and that's of course like Boston, New York, LA, and to me, it's Miami.
Miami ain't really a big market though.
It's not a big market. But because of
Miami,
what they've done,
like Miami fans, Miami fans only support Miami when they're good. Let you suck in Miami, you will have a fan.
I don't give a shit about the fans.
Even when you're good,
but that's.
I just like seeing the Heat on TV.
Even when they were good, the fans weren't showing up till like damn near halftime.
Oh no, that's because they was in the lobby.
You know what I'm saying?
See, we lived this life in Atlanta. Like people would be at the games in Atlanta, but they was in Club Atlanta, Club Phillips Arena before the third, up until about the third quarter.
American Airlines Arena, the AAA, baby. That shit ain't nothing but that's a club. You think they telling these people to wear all white because it's cool to wear? No, right. they bringing out they can't wait to wear white. They don't give a fuck what time of year it is. It's Miami.
Let me ask you a question, basketball wise. How's Jimmy Butler?
Cold-ass women in the crowd.
How long?
Cold-blooded.
How long is it gonna take for Jimmy Butler to get mad because he's gonna be number 2 again? Because Russ ain't backing down. Russ is gonna end up being number 1.
I'm gonna tell you why it won't matter.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Because they got the same type of attitude when it comes to basketball.
Yep.
They will respect each other because they both go out there and they leave it on the court. So you ain't never.
Jimmy think he a number 1.
But what
Russ is number 1.
But it ain't that. Is that Jimmy will respect you if he know you leave it. If you put in everything, you leave it on the court. He didn't see that. He didn't feel that from Wiggins and Towns because one, they're young. So
it definitely didn't happen in Chicago after D Rose was gone.
Yeah, once D Rose left, it was just him. He went to Philly and he probably saw it from Embiid, but Embiid was always hurt. He probably looked at Ben Simmons like, "You're scared to shoot," and it was all about.
And this a pit stop any damn way.
But yeah, he's always wanted to be in Miami. Like he's been trying to get to Miami for a minute.
He the heir of D Wade, Marquette.
Because remember when Minnesota was trying to trade for him, I think Miami, they had a deal close, but Minnesota didn't accept it, and then Minnesota didn't take the Houston deal.
Yeah,
remember they tried, which I don't blame them. Okay, so this is my thing now. So people be like, "Oh my God, you gave up this many first round picks and blah blah blah." Well, if you trade me your best player, and now I'm giving you four of my picks, if we're good, you're getting picks in the late 20s, which I don't care.
That's what Oklahoma City got from
the Clippers.
From the Clippers, you're gonna have a bunch of 25 through 30.
But two of those picks, they can swap. They can flip the pick. So you're drafting at this. No, we're taking this pick, or they got that kind of built in. But at this point, they're just building. But think about it. They'll be able to take some of those picks, flip them, and move up.
Yeah, right. I think Pat Riley getting Russell Westbrook over there, I think that's a ticket selling move. Give people a reason to watch them again.
I know strong.
I know. Too. Oh yeah. And because that would be must see TV. Russell Westbrook is must see TV.
Please,
anyway.
Detroit, please do it.
But for the love, Detroit get that man, and they keep and if we could get 80% of the season out of Blake.
I think
on the back end.
I think the city of Detroit will appreciate Russell Westbrook.
Oh, he is the perfect Detroit player.
I think they would appreciate his attitude.
Plus the beauty of a D Rose, a focused D Rose coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Dog, Detroit.
I forgot about that.
You talk about
y'all signed him early.
Any city would almost embrace Westbrook, but Detroit would embrace him because he has that Detroit mentality of we gonna work for everything we get, we gonna fight for everything we get, we gonna go hard, and he will be like the going to work Pistons. He's just a megastar, but he would fit that.
Yeah, man, that shit. And a lot of people don't realize like that's literally like the mantra of a state like Michigan. When it's all said and done, being so blue collar from however long ago, shit, we talking about goddamn, like
Detroits,
7.
the Phillies.
We talking about 7 years since the Industrial Revolution. We still roll like that.
Yeah.
So that what Simp just said, and it's just a matter of it would be hard to see a Drummond go.
It's gonna cost a lot.
It's gonna cost a lot. It's gonna cost your ass
because his contract in his last 2 years is like 47.
If you want to win, though, you had to have them kind of ball players.
You want to put some people in the seats. Remember this?
You put people in the seats.
This is the third year going in.
I don't think that's a championship move, but like you said, I think it's a put.
Depends on what else.
Depends on what else. No championship team can really go after Russell Westbrook like true championship contenders,
right?
Because
I don't believe in Blake Griffin. That's why I'm saying
Blake Griffin was third team All NBA.
I don't believe Blake Griffin is a championship caliber
over
player.
20 last year.
He was third
I don't believe
team
he's
All-NBA.
a championship caliber player.
He's number 2.
I think he all right. I think he's just all right.
Being all right is number 2.
No, go ahead, keep going.
He's a nice ass number 2. I'm sorry, when he's with the Clippers, you had the human. We ain't never gonna make the Western Conference Finals. That's your point guard.
The knock on Blake Griffin is always his heart. Everybody across the NBA from the very beginning have questioned his heart. They think he's soft.
And last year he put a lot of that shit to bed. But it's a new environment. He's not in LA, so you a lot of that is he ain't in LA. He ain't out with the Kardashians and the gym. So he's I'm here. I'm embracing where I'm at. I'm embracing this work ethic. Right. And last year you ain't see people out there bullying Blake. Blake was out there giving people buckets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And that and I mean, and not it's kind of like a woulda, coulda, shoulda. Had he been healthy, we know that'd have been a stronger series against Milwaukee. Period.
We still would have lost, but we'd have looked better.
We'd have looked a whole lot fucking better.
Yeah,
but we'll see what Westbrook do. I think he needs to get the fuck out of OKC. He knows it too. It's time to go. Been there too long.
Oh yeah, that's in the
loyalty
works.
Is overrated.
His time is done over there. It's just a matter of
he proved his loyalty. He re-signed, but guess what, dog? At this point, OKC understands that we are not going to win a championship, and
we need to go
for
back
the money.
Seattle.
The money that will never happen.
I know they have,
and the money that they're like, they don't make any money, So the money that they're paying out in salary, they were like top 3 in salary, luxury tax last year. If you paying all that money and you're not even sniffing a real contender shot, like you went to the playoffs but you got mopped. If you're not even close to being a real contender, dog, at this point, you don't want to get rid of Russ because Russ will be in your team Hall of Fame and he will
He
always
gonna be that anyway.
But I'm
he's
saying
leading the team.
you don't want to.
He's leading that team in almost every category that
Oscar
matter.
Robertson, all cases.
Yeah, what I'm saying is though, you don't want to get rid of him for the simple fact of this
Keyless, what's up, baby?
This is the face of our team. But you understand, for him and you for yourself, if we don't have a championship run, what's the use of operating how we're operating? Let's get some money back, put a competitive young team who's gonna go out there and play, because these dudes are all playing for future contracts, and restart like that.
Right, and entertain these folks and be through with it.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
You know, a lot of teams had to do that. You know, Brooklyn did that. You know, the Clippers did that. You know, you had some bad contracts. They got rid of Chris Paul's contract. You got rid of Blake contract. You got rid of DeAndre Jordan contract.
Yeah.
And you restarted, and to get to this point where you're like, okay, now we can take on this money, or we can throw money at.
Well,
because we've shown that we got a good plan in place.
That not only that aspect of it, the other part came to me is, although there may be like quote unquote superstars that may say that they don't want to play with Westbrook, but there's gonna be some role players that's like, hell yeah, I play with him because he distribute.
He's a great passer.
You know what I mean? I'll shoot that ball. I'll get rebounds for him, or whatever the case may be. I'll defend. There's gonna be some guys that want to do that and say they play with him and Blake, because it's a notoriety piece to it. So there's gonna be some guys that's gonna want to do that too. So you know, it'd be interesting to see what kind of will go down with all that. What else we got though? We talked about a little bit of that. So we had 9:36. We here to roughly 10. We could go on to hip hop right now and music, or because the hoop world kind of really. I mean, where we leave off? Hassan. We talked about Hassan Whiteside
Going to Portland.
My man Hawaiian Whiteside. We already talked about that.
Hold up. We was talking about some
Atlanta made a move.
They traded Amari Spellman to the Warriors, but I mean, okay.
Stoudemire trying to make a comeback. We don't know how that's going to be.
Stay in the big three.
It's a whole bunch of them dudes. It's like him, Monte Ellis. It's a couple.
I mean, they talking about bringing Monte Ellis back. Well, Monte Ellis trying to come back, but now Atlanta made a move. They actually went and got the boy out of Duke,
Damian Jones. No, out of Duke.
Nah, the boy.
Jabari Parker.
Jabari Parker. They picked up Jabari Parker. I don't let that boy hoop. That boy gonna put up about 16, 18 a night.
He ain't gonna play a lick of defense.
Listen, hey,
he gonna put up 15,
Baby Melo,
and he gonna give up 27.
He ain't never had a talent to Melo. You serious?
Baby Melo.
No, don't say that. He can't hold.
Why do people disrespect Carmelo Anthony's name like that?
He can't
same
hold
size. Don't play no defense.
He can't hold Melo jock. Chill out, fam.
No, I said that's why I said baby. He's not as good as Melo.
I'm not even.
He
calling
ain't
him
even
Baby
Melo.
Melo.
He ain't even what's Melo's son's name? He ain't even baby to him. Shit.
He just stay hurt all the time.
Well, yeah, that's been his problem. When he hoop, and he good with it. But he got to. If he stay healthy in Atlanta gonna be tough.
Yeah, Atlanta did make some good moves, especially in the draft.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, they got that dude for rim protection. I forget his name. You know, Trey Young, and they
still traded for Chandler Parsons though, but that's a contract move.
Oh yeah, they trying to get that money off their books. And
where did Cam Reddish go? Didn't he go over there?
Yep, Cam Reddish.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So they got a nice young core over there. I think Philly's gonna be the one that's gonna be the one to contend with Philly and Milwaukee.
Dude, okay, this is my thing with Philly. Who
gonna shoot?
Philly got too many. They got no shooters.
That's what I'm saying.
None.
Who gonna shoot?
McConnell gone.
Hold up.
Reddick gone.
Let's go to Philly squad.
Jimmy gone.
Jimmy gone. He was. Tobias to shoot that bit.
I said not somebody who knows
who can
shoot. Who is a shooter?
Yeah.
They don't have Am.
That was a very passive statement. I did Tobias to shoot that bit. I mean, that was very passive for us.
And
for
Joel Embiid will shoot it, but he didn't quit that.
He need to stop.
He didn't quit that.
He need to stop. And that's all due respect to him.
Ben Simmons is not going to attempt it.
Boy, Ben Simmons gonna get a 12-foot on y'all and shut everybody up.
But they said that he's
working. The whole stadium down.
He's working with a shooting coach, and
man, you know who I wonder who gonna do. I want him to get his shit. This is year 3. I want him to get his shit together, and it ain't
Richardson.
It ain't even him. Josh Richardson. He ain't no shooter though, is he?
Well, he's the closest thing they got to one.
Shit. Speaking of Philly 76ers, Jason Richardson is still out here balling his ass off in the big 3 right now.
Yeah, I don't want to see that in the NBA though.
No. I just thought about it because he dunked on somebody in the Big Three. I'm going to that game. In a couple
Hey, man,
weeks.
that Big Three is hard. Hey, you know who was giving people the business last year when I was watching? Katino Mobley. That's who was
Really
saying. Hey, he was killing.
Oh,
Now-
real. What player I was about to say, I want to see him. I just want to see him catch his groove because he been getting killed. Markelle Fultz. I want to see what he gonna do with this new start in Orlando. Yeah, I want to see what he gonna do.
Man, I hope he
Like,
put up numbers.
I want him to do well, man, because I mean he got caught
He took
under
a lot of heat.
under a bad
And
break.
did
I
you
hope
see
he
his
busts
form?
ass. I
Yeah,
haven't
it's
seen
terrible.
it lately, but that's probably by design.
Confidence was shot. I hope he get
They
that
probably
back.
practicing in a empty warehouse with no windows right now just to get it right. I ain't bullshitting. We got because the guy we interviewed last year, Frank Nitty, Frank Sessions. Yeah, he in the Big Three killing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he in the Big Three killing it. Frank Sessions went to Wichita State. Been playing in other countries. Played in Canada.
Drew
He's
League.
playing in the Middle East. Yeah, Drew League legend. He was like Drew League MVP a couple years ago. He playing the Drew League and the Big Three right now.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, clowning. So I'm gonna try to get the interview when he come to town. I sent him a DM today, and I said if he get see if he respond because he was responsible last time. But that motherfucker got down to 100,000 followers now.
Yeah,
But,
So I don't know. It might not
but-
make it through that bit.
But Katino Mobley was out there with the all white beard giving boys J's.
Man, what?
He was jaying niggas to
Rhode
death.
Island.
But between him and
Jam
Sharif
them to
Abdul-Rahim, them like two old heads that will give it to you.
Jay him to death.
Let you have every bit
Who
of
else
that.
out there giving you buckets in the Big Three? Will Bynum.
Will Bynum out there hooping though.
Yeah. Will Bynum out there killing.
Will Bynum did a fake sham guy. Never
Yep.
seen it a day in my life. The camera didn't even catch it. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, they were like, they're like, oh, he hit him with the sham guy. They was
No,
like,
like,
no,
nah.
he didn't.
I gotta
faked
get
it.
I gotta get props to Ice Cube in the Big Three. I didn't
Ice
see it.
Cube, LL.
I didn't see it being as dope as it is. You know what I'm saying? I like watching them hoops.
It's some
Because
great
they
summertime
they figured
basketball.
out what their market is, and they come out and let you know this is something an alternative. If you like basketball, this is something alternative to do in the off season to kind of fix your basketball Jones. We're
Yeah.
not competing with the NBA.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be another league to the NBA, or alternative to the NBA. No, we are a 3-on-3 league with some stars that you know who still got it, but they don't still have it on a 5-on-5
NBA level. Yeah.
Full court.
94-50 level.
Man, shit.
They're doing well. I'm happy that it's doing.
What?
He at the game.
He really is at that
He's
next
at-
game, huh?
with a clock on. Get him, Iggy. Come on, make the throws.
Flavor Flav don't look a day over 20, do he? That motherfucker
20 what?
1,000.
Okay, I was about to say 20 what? 'Cause
He's
yeah.
always, but to me, I don't care.
Flav was old in '89.
I was about to say he's always looked 40. He's always looked like a bad, cracked out 40.
No, the vampires for real. That's who's a vampire.
Flav was out there.
That dude is aging
At
very
89.
slowly.
Shit ain't even fair.
He
You
your
know what I'm
uncle
saying?
at the cookout who be out there wilding.
Shit ain't
But
even
that's your
fair.
favorite uncle.
Favorite uncle. Oh, but, hands down.
Well, Uncle Flav there. Ooh, I'm on my way.
Oh, he gonna get 3 plates.
Definitely.
Shit, let's
And
get
smoke
some
a
hip
whole
hop.
and smoke a whole thing of Newports.
The whole one. Yeah. He probably got like the
A whole pack?
the
whole
the
pack.
coolest
Soft pack.
the coolest fanny pack.
Pull them out.
A soft pack.
Soft pack.
Yeah, you gotta tap that boy out.
I'm an ex-cigarette smoker. That's why I know about that.
Hey, I see him pull out a black and mild one day. He freaked it.
Fam. Oh, he cheeked it?
I don't know. This nigga is nuts.
You're a real fucking miles.
Made me
Yeah.
wait. He was like, hold on for a minute.
Yeah, get that field
This is
towel.
a process.
Got to cheat
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah,
That field
I
towel.
had to let them go though.
Yeah, man.
I had to let them go.
I used to smoke black and miles in the strip club. I don't know why.
You still do? Every
Nah,
night?
I ain't smoked black and miles in like
Oh, shit.
8 years, bro.
I'm about to do it for a real cigar in a minute. Go ahead. What you got? What we got, dog?
Get into some hip hop. ASAP Rocky was in jail. Got put in jail in Sweden.
Still
Well,
is.
yeah, he's in jail in Sweden. There was some crazy ass fan who was following them, and he got hands put on him.
Yeah.
And you follow me, I put hands on you, and I go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What type of shit is that? They're saying that the jails in Sweden are inhumane. Like there's like feces and shit all over the floor. They
Yeah, I
got him
saw
laying
that.
on a yoga mat. And I think the judge like gave him like 2 weeks or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So Free Rocky, go ahead and get that boy up out of there, man.
We expect a tell-all in a couple of business days because he should be about out of there in the next couple of about next week. Then
you're following me.
Last week.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild shit.
You're following me. I'm asking you, please stop following me. You know what I'm saying? You get hands put on you, and I go to jail.
Well, I think the problem for him is that he's in a very more or less safe-natured country. They don't fight. They don't pull guns. They got a very low murder rate. They got a very low crime rate. So his black ass go over there with them braids, and you get to thinking he Flacco Jordy. No, motherfucker.
Not the Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Not cool. It ain't that Silver Alert, is it, for them all-timers drivers.
No.
So, yeah, make a long story short, it's screwed up, but you got to have better precautions in another country.
You got to watch yourself when you're in these foreign countries. Ask Freddie Gibbs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he speaks about that a little bit in the Hot 97 interview.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, that one actually, it might have just came today. It was about 36 minutes worth, and he started speaking of that, and he said he wrote most of the album when he was locked up in
I know
Germany.
he had the album.
I think it was in Germany he was locked up at. But,
Austria.
Shit. Yeah, there you go. You spoke about it to not Ebro. What's my man? The other host, the guy. Rosenberg.
Peter
Thank you,
Rosenberg.
sir. Peter Rosenberg. He spoke to Rosenberg because actually Laura Styles was out, Ebro was out, but him and Rosenberg was kicking it about it, and he spoke more so. It was like he went through 11 lawyers, and because he kept getting switched around to different jails, and he had to fight from getting extradited, and it was just a lot of shit that went on. When he said he wrote most of the album in jail, so that's why it feels like such an important body of work for him. And then when he was in
this one right here, the one that came out, it was like 8 songs. It was like right
he
after
said this one.
Okay, he wrote Bandana.
He said we wrote most of this one in there, but it just so happened when he was in the middle of the interview, Mad Lib showed up, and then it was a big heartfelt hug, 2 hands clenched, type of hug between him and Mad Lib, and then Rosenberg was like,
"You only live twice."
Yeah, it wasn't that one.
Okay.
But
he's had a couple of them
No,
before
I ain't gonna say he didn't write none of that in there, but he probably wrote a whole ton of shit since he's in there between that and Fetty and Bandana.
Because he had You Only Live Twice. That's the one that we got right after he came out.
Yeah,
and then
he had the
Freddie.
Raise Jesus album cover and all that.
Yeah, that's You Only Live Twice.
So,
and then Bandana.
But he had Fetty with Currency.
Yeah, Fetty. Yeah. No, I'm talking about solo project.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. So he probably was writing all that in there.
Yeah.
And then, but my big thing too was just it. I mean, you got a guy like Mad Lib who don't interview with no fucking body, and who mainly only work with the most obscure motherfuckers in the world.
Yeah.
And he pulled in off of a phone call like, yeah, I'm gonna bring. He said he brought Black Thought and Mos Def in the fucking studio. You talking about power?
Come on, man.
So he's a descendant of Jay Dilla's camp. Like, you know what I mean? He's a Jay Dilla. He's a Dilla child when it's all said and done, and all that beautiful stuff. But the album still, I'll listen to that shit today.
My homeboy sent me a tweet. There's supposed to be some Freddie Gibbs and Benny the Butcher coming out.
I'm waiting.
OMG.
Man, look, I'm gonna pour
OMG.
Look,
Freddie and Benny the come on, man.
Let's get through the rest of this music, man, because that's way too much. That's too heavy for me.
Oh, man.
Freddie Pendergrass.
The Dreamville album came out.
I listened to some of that.
I did listen to the old album. I'm gonna listen to it again. I'm gonna give it a second listen. I ran through it the first time. I like it a lot. One thing I was telling Simp is that it's a trip to see J. Cole as Big Homie now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Dreamville, that's the shit that for him coming from the warm up and you know what I'm saying, all those mixtapes that he put out.
Agree.
Looking at Jay like that, Babyface.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Now he Big Homie doing his own thing.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, writing his page in the book and being a legend in his own right.
That's true.
And bringing up dope guys like J.I.D., who is the dopest dude out of that camp, in my opinion. J.I.D. is
fair. That's fair.
He is the dopest one out of that group. And Kaz and Boss and Ari Lennox and Lute. Lute has a dope album. I don't know if you
I ain't listened to it yet.
Listen to the Lute album, Lute. that is a dope album. You know what I'm saying? He has a really dope roster over there. And it's just a trip to see him be big homie over there and putting it together the way he's putting it together. And I don't think this album disappointed. If you like J. Cole and that style of shit, then you'll really enjoy this one. Like I said, it's just kind of like they all got in the studio. They were having fun making this album. You can tell that.
Yeah, I could. That
they
I
had
did
a
know.
lot.
That I did know. They just wanted to rap.
Yeah, they had a lot of fun over there.
Like I say, remember I was telling you that's the only kind of knock against the album though, is because there's so many people on it. It's not it is. I guess it ain't even meant to be a cohesive album.
No, it's like a Flip Mode Squad.
It's like a mixtape. It's more like a mixtape because it's just like, hey, we gonna get a bunch of our dudes who got bars.
Get on there.
They went out and rap.
You know that dude from North Carolina? He called the Baby.
Yeah.
Even his verse was hard.
Oh,
and I don't like his music like that.
Yep.
Even his verse was hard. You know what I'm saying? T.I. had a dope verse on there. I forget who else was on that album, but like I say, Dreamville album, go ahead and check it out. It's like I said, I really like it. I'm gonna give it a second listen.
Do J. Cole run the South right now for lyricists? Your Carolina boy. He run. I'm gonna throw it out there on the limb and say he run the South for lyricists. He the top dog right now.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I mean, I have to.
I can't think of who else from the South is doing their thing right now.
Because Tip, Tip is an elder statesman now.
I guess we can.
Migos aren't lyricists.
I guess when you talk about the South, I'm not considering it as far as like style of rapping, but he is from. It's
just a regional thing.
Yeah, it's
just
North
from
Carolina.
a regional aspect.
Okay.
We can't. I don't think that motherfucker is that motherfucker is on the mountain.
Oh yeah, and like I said, we were talking about Cole. As far as like the way he raps and the things that he does. I think on his albums, like KOD was all right. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's toward the bottom of his discography for me.
Man, why we always disagree with who shit be at the bottom?
Forest Hills Drive and
was cold blooded. Forest Hills Drive was a motherfucker.
Forest Hills Drive and Born Center are both better than that album.
All right.
Both of them better than that.
I'll back off.
So
I don't really like Forest Hills Drive, but that's just me.
You don't. You don't. You never have.
You also remember the hardest show that I ever put together playlist wise was the J. Cole show.
Yeah.
That took some work. I was working during the show like, I need 25 songs. Shit.
Wait a minute. How many songs? Because they were playing through the entire fucking show.
So I used to have 25 to 27 songs on deck for whatever artist I picked for that day.
And that shit just had to roll.
They was like, yeah, we're going to do J. Cole. Okay.
Whoo.
Yikes. Didn't think it was going to be this difficult. Like, because most of them, they start off in my brain when I would do them, they would start off difficult and then I get into a flow. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, boom, I can kind of knock them out. Yeah. That one, I was in the middle of the show like, hey, if y'all got something, text it to me real quick so I can send it.
Because a lot of his shit be so, like, laid back and kind of somber.
He needs some outside production. He definitely needs some outside production. He needs to consult with somebody other than himself on just the putting together of his album.
I want to give him Mad Lib.
It's hard to tell him that when that shit works.
Yeah,
and when you come out and you still number one doing it your way, it's hard to tell somebody that.
It is hard, but in another sense, it's like, hey, cuz
it's necessary.
You might want to like do that shit on the low and then have like a lost tapes in like 24 months. I mean, are we lying? Because Nas will find out some shit that don't work and be like, don't even worry about it. Yeah. I have to sit back here. How many times has he done that?
Lost tapes next week.
In 10 years.
Lost tapes next week. God damn it. And we've seen lost tapes. We've seen mixtapes. We've seen Stillmatic. This motherfucker's done this several times.
Fam, I've actually gone back recently to looking up mixtapes and stuff. Just like some old shit. So I did listen to old Banks mixtapes.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard.
Old you know me, I'm a D Block fan from way back. So
D Block,
exactly. You hear that D Block on the beat, like, yeah, here we go. I'm with that.
Sheik is actually you know,
Sheik got
Sheik
man.
hard.
he's
man.
really stepped it up these last.
Yeah, Sheik.
Because he used to be the weak link.
No, Sheik the Ghostface out of the locks.
Whoa, no.
No.
Styles is the ghost P out of the locks.
No.
My point of it is, he's the one that just continues to put out work, regardless.
Styles P.
Don't matter. Styles P. You said
Styles P didn't drop like 4 albums this year.
Oh, never
between
mind.
the last year.
All right, never
He didn't
mind,
drop like
never
4
mind.
albums.
All right, never mind.
Ghostface is the best individual artist out of Wu-Tang.
Yes.
Yeah, and it didn't start that way. That's the beauty
did
of
not.
it.
He was always top 3.
Oh yeah.
He was
That
always top 3.
motherfucker's far
That-
surpassed everybody else.
The only other one.
Okay, hold up.
He
Hold
didn't
up.
far surpass
Hold
Raekwon.
up. So I'm gonna say this.
Go.
Consistently, and that you know what you're gonna get from him, and he's gonna always remain totally solid with his own albums. Yes. If Meth get on your shit, Meth does work. Meth
yeah, he
cannot
gonna kill
make.
you.
Meth just doesn't make great albums. But his last album that he did, Meth Lab 3, or Meth Lab 2, one of them.
It's the Meth
But-
Lab.
Yeah, but he got 2 of them.
Yeah.
This the one with the white and red cover. Meth go on there, but now he's focused more on putting a bunch of Staten Island dudes on.
Oh.
And acting.
Yeah. Meth just got
he
so
gonna
many
act.
other things.
He's
Raekwon,
actually doing really well.
Raekwon
He's
is
doing
still
really well with that.
Raekwon still gonna give you some slick fly shit.
Raekwon is the second best individual artist
See,
out of Wu-Tang.
depending on how I feel that week,
Yeah.
them 3 will move up and down my list because I'll have days.
Ghostface is that.
Ghostface-
at the
Ghostface
top
is
for
kind of
me?
always my number one.
I mean,
but
Ghostface. I don't think that's debatable.
but I have days where I will just
It's
go
like 1A and 1B.
where I will run through a whole
then
Look
it's
at
mess.
Meth.
look at discography.
Oh, discography, yeah.
Yeah. Hands down.
Look at
because
bodies.
he about to
of-
drop something now.
Look at the
Yeah.
bodies of work individually that they put out. To me, as far as I'm concerned, it's Ghostface.
Ghostface.
and
Oh
it's
no,
not close.
100%. Yeah, it's
not close.
Runaway.
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's a runaway.
But then it's Raekwon.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's
but
Meth.
you know what? So Raekwon also got the worst second album, hardly ever.
You
That,
ain't like a
Immobilarity?
mobility?
that shit was horrible,
Man.
and I love Raekwon. That shit was bad.
Yeah.
But
He's
I
making
think-
up for it every
but
time.
I
since
think
then.
the Lex Diamond story is worse than Immobilarity.
It is.
But Raekwon,
Don't do this to me.
No. But
Ah,
Raekwon
shit.
brought it back when he had like the Vatican mixtape series,
True.
the Wu-Tang versus Shaolin, all those albums was dope. But
Right.
yeah, the Lex Diamond story and the Mobilarity.
The Lex
And I
Diamond
used to
story
hold up.
was
I used to
trash.
bump a Mobilarity a lot because I wanted to force myself to like it, and I was like, shit,
It's hard.
it is hard. It's
What
a
is-
couple bangers on there.
What has Ghostface ever put out that's whack?
That's
A
whack.
whack album.
It's not so
No
much
whack
whack.
album.
I didn't like
Nothing.
the Ghost Dini joint. I didn't like
Fam,
it.
we gonna fight.
Yeah, but it just I
gonna
didn't like
tried
it.
to tell him
We gon'
that.
we gonna fight.
I tried to
It's
tell him
it's
not
that.
a
just-
rap album.
I know, but that's what I said. That's what I'm saying. I just didn't like
Man, we
it.
gonna scrap, dog.
It-
We
I
low
gotta
patient.
keep my eyes open because I catch
Only Built for
one.
Cuban Links 2 was hard too.
Yeah, well,
Hard as fuck.
We waited a very long
Forever,
time
but-
for it.
And it was
from
worth
the
every
time-
fucking verse.
From the time it was announced to the time we got it,
it was worth every fucking verse.
and it was hard body.
What was like 08?
09.
I'm gonna tell you a
hard body.
Slept on Ghost album is the album he did with Bad Bad Not Good. That's
That was pretty jamming. That was pretty jamming.
that shit was fire.
Yeah, it was.
Those the albums that he took
That motherfucker went.
the 12
in.
12 Faces of is it 12 Ways to Die? I think that's what it's called.
Adrian Young,
With the Adrian Young
All
joint.
the Adrian Young shit,
Dumb shits.
like married perfectly.
bruh, and
Back to that producer rapper combo. We got 2 minutes, y'all.
Yeah.
Shit, what we got? What else we got?
Hey man.
Did we miss a subject?
No.
no.
We hit
I think we
everything.
touched everything. What
We
else
actually were
going on out
consistent
here?
today.
We were very consistent today.
Lakers
Thanks to this motherfucker.
Lakers
here.
Summer League. They getting their
Lay
ass
that
kicked.
bitch out like, oh, there we go. We used to
Consistency,
start
baby.
like that, and then that shit would just derail the fuck
Yeah.
off.
It's
Shout out to
summer.
Angela,
We
but
we should be more consistent in the summer just because
we don't have a reason not to.
we're not going to get bogged down with just
No.
talking all football and trying to fit in all the college football, all the NFL football stuff.
Well, I even dare to say, before we get out of here, once
Oh,
football
hold
kick in, go.
I know nobody watched this. I barely watched it. I just kind of caught the end. The All-Star All-Star game.
Fucking home run derby.
Home run derby.
God
Vlad Guerrero Jr., that dude.
It's a monster.
Did he get like 57?
I think more than that. Like, if you went total each round, he hit something nutty. Dog, that dude got a swing. Now, I want to see how it's going to affect him second half of the season, because you know dudes who like do the All-Star game, do the home run derby.
They tail off.
They normally have a second half of the season.
We saw that with Stan. We saw that with we see fucking everybody.
They second, because you're thinking about it. You're doing that swing for like 92, so many pitches, and there's just so much torque, so much power that you're putting through it.
And you're a human being.
Yeah, and he's not a small dude.
No, it's not. No,
so that's it. Fella. But Vlad Guerrero Jr., that dude, his pops was a beast. He gonna be one.
Yeah, he's definitely He already won. Shit, Spider, take us out. Man, another great show, y'all. Oh shit!
I got the shirt on for a reason.
True.
Because this wasn't on no radio.
Hip hop is not on the radio, and it was not. And that shit was still one of my favorite videos.
Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live. Tell them real quick where you can get the Scalpers.
Fucking Stitcher, Google Play, Apple, iTunes shit. YouTube is the motherfucking visual shit. We just were live on there.
Yo, hit the button, subscribe, download, all of that stuff. Leave comments.
And argue with a motherfucker and then tell them, like, you want to know where I heard it from? From Scalpers. Peace. Sherrod, Angela, Natasha, Pumps, Cleveland Couture,
Appreciate
all that
y'all,
shit.
We got her podcast coming soon. Yeah, we going to support that because we going to support our sister like always.
She got the red throne ready.
Let's get it.
Peace. Happy Hump Day.